Hello, dear Project for Awesome community. My name is Julie and I want to share this video to support ICAN, the international campaign to abolish nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons, I know it is a heavy topic and a lot of people don't feel comfortable to talk about it. So for example, I live in a shared flat and when we talk about our voluntary activities, I'm always the one who kind of kills the mood. But unfortunately it is a very important topic as well, even if, or probably also exactly because so many people don't feel comfortable to talk about it. But, and that is the good thing about this video, we as ICAN want to overcome this fear. So we want to abolish nuclear weapons so we don't have to live with this kind of vague fear anymore. Because I consider myself a feminist, I want to talk about feminist reasons to abolish nuclear weapons. So first of all, nuclear weapons are the perfect symbol of how harmful it is when weapons and strength and violence are associated with power. The 5 official nuclear weapon states, they are the strong states, they are the powerful states. They can threaten basically all other states with extinction. So they are the strong ones and they can protect themselves of the very same threat because of their deterrent potential. At the same time, all those who denounce this are called irrational. We just don't understand why mutually assured destruction makes perfect sense because we are too emotional. We are weak because we think that the images of Hiroshima and Nagasaki are horrifying and that this must never happen again. So talking about nuking thousands of people to death is strong. Rejecting it is weakness. This is exactly what feminists criticize. I come from Germany and my government has announced that it wants to pursue a so-called feminist foreign policy. But such a policy is simply not compatible with the fact that weapons are stored here in Germany that can wipe out entire cities and damage the health of generations. And women and girls are particularly affected. Women are twice as likely as men to develop cancer in the course of their lives due to a nuclear explosion. How do I know it? Because there are long-term studies in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Because in all these strategic discussions about these weapons, we must not forget that nuclear weapons have been used already. And even if Hiroshima and Nagasaki were the only wartime use of nuclear weapons, the decade-long tests, for example, in Nigeria, in Kazakhstan, or in the Marshall Islands, they also caused serious damage. Do you know the name Darlene Kiju? She was born on an island that was downwind of the Bikini Atoll, where the United States tested 67 nuclear weapons. She talks about the consequences of these tests. She herself had cancer at this time, but she also talks about how she's afraid to have children, for example, because of the many miscarriages in the region. So how can a state like Germany, that claims that human rights are important, station weapons here that caused this? And there was ultimately also say that we are prepared to use these weapons. Because deterrence only works if we are actually willing to carry out our threat of a second strike. Personally, I don't want people to be wiped out or contaminated for generations for the sake of my alleged security. So this is why I support ICAN and why I hope that you will vote for us as well to support ICAN to make the world a little safer without nuclear weapons.